very heavy.
Yeah.
I gotta make closure with
Okay.
part of my past that has been there for a very long time.
You need to make closure with part of what?
A person from my past that's was a part of my life for 18 years.
Okay.
I didn't know they passed. They passed on my kid's birthday. They came through in a previous reading,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, I remember that.
I should have known that it was them. It wasn't a reading with you. I mean, they gave me everything I needed to know, but I was like, that, I only know one person and, they're alive. I didn't know that they had passed.
Oh.
And that's the crazy part. Like, out of 18 years of us being a part of each other's life, everybody in my life knew about him, but nobody even knew about me in his life to call and tell me that he died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I just,
But didn't you have another situation where somebody passed on the same day of kids' birthdays? Wasn't there like a date that was the same?
I had a miscarriage by him, and the due date of our baby was the same day
Oh, wow.
of my kid's birthday, which is also my sister's birthday that he passed on as well. So I would have had 3 kids with the same birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that date. So
I
I
remember
even had a
talking about that date. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so you wanna talk to him?
Yes.
Okay, what do you wanna ask him? He just came up and, like, bear hugged you. He just tackled you from the front. He's hugging you. You think it's not okay that you have feelings still?
I don't want. I I feel like I don't know. I question everything about it now, and there was just so many unanswered questions, and I always thought we was gonna eventually be able to do closure in person. I thought we would get that opportunity again.
He's saying he's sorry he didn't give that to you. He said, "But I'm here now." And he knows what you mean by wanting closure, of knowing. I feel like you wanna know why things didn't work out,
Yes.
and
I want to know
and
why things didn't work out and why his family didn't know about me. I talked to his sister just now before we came in this live. I just got her to talk to me, but like she didn't even know our history, and I know everything about their history, you know. And I didn't know he passed until I seen her make a post on Instagram about her daughter passing 4 months after he did. And that's how I found out.
oh, wow. What he's saying is that he's saying that they didn't know a lot of things. He says you didn't know a lot of things. He was a very secretive person. And he hid a lot of things. Like he's like, I had 3 a whole other lives. Like nobody knew what was
Yeah.
going on in each arena of my life. And he didn't know how to integrate them. And so he just decided to compartmentalize them. He turned off the music. It was that song, You're Afraid to Catch Feelings. And he said she doesn't like that she still has feelings. And then he turned off the music.
I don't like that. I still have feelings.
Which is understandable, and that's hard, but it's also okay that you have feelings. It's okay that you have emotions surrounding this, and to feel that, like, invalidated in that relationship, because it did mean so much to both of you. But he honestly says, like, I didn't want other people to come in and destroy what we had.
But he destroyed it, so nobody else had to because he did a good job with himself.
And that's exactly where he headed, is I destroyed it, but I wanted it to be on me and no one else. Because he knew he couldn't handle it. He knew that if that relationship was brought forth into the public eye or within his family, there were going to be judgments that were going to be made. There was going to be comments that were going to be said, and he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to feel it. And he definitely didn't want you to be on the receiving end of any of it, because it feels like there was a lot of judgment surrounding this relationship, that this connection, maybe like, I don't know if it was a timing situation where people
Always
were
was
not okay
bad
with
timing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In
he,
every relationship that we both had, we were problems in every relationships we had with other people. We always circled back. It was like I could never fully give myself to anybody because I could never let him go.
yeah.
You know? And I want to know how he passed away because I don't know.
I don't know if he struggled with addiction.
He did, with pain pills, and I always knew it, even though I know that he knew that I knew it, but as long as he didn't admit it, I guess it made him, you know, I always knew.
Yeah, it was
Did when I met him when I was 16, so I already knew.
yeah, what I'm sensing, it was it was an overdose. I think he was,
It was me. He was in his car and he overdosed in a parking lot at a freaking Piggly Wiggly, you know. And he has two little girls that he left behind that were his world. His youngest daughter, me and her had the same birthday. And his oldest daughter, he was a single dad. He raised her, you know, and I know that it wasn't intentional that he overdosed, but he was 37. I hate it for him, you know, and then that entire day on my kid's birthday and my sister's birthday, I didn't know why I was so down and depressed the entire day. Like I wanted to enjoy my kid's birthday, my sister's birthday, but I couldn't. Something was hurting me all day and I didn't know why.
you were sensing his energy because you guys are connected like that. First, I want to validate that you were right. It wasn't intentional. He says, I was just trying to numb the pain. It just hurt so much. I was just trying to numb the pain. But I feel like,
He
and I don't
didn't have
know,
his kids.
do what?
I think it was because he didn't have his kids, maybe.
Yeah. He says the pain was just too much. I was just trying to numb the pain. And I'm seeing white pills. So I don't know if it was oxycodone, what he was taking. Lortab.
That was his name, was
Yeah.
Lortab.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And so I see that he took a couple of them and he thought, I can handle this. He honestly did not know that was going to happen. And when it happened so quick and so fast that he was like, oh shit, what did I do? But in that moment, he made peace with it.
I'm glad that I hope he made peace.
And he said, and I hate that he's saying this, but he won't stop saying it, so I'm gonna have to say it. He's saying, I thought at least I won't hurt anyone anymore.
I know. He felt bad for the people that he brought down in his destruction with him.
He does. And he still feels that. He still carries that. And that's something he's gonna have to work through. But he does love you immensely. He loves you immensely. And he says, if you need to break the bond, I understand. And I'm not mad about it. He's not mad about it. He understands.
I've been 18 years, it's been too long already, and it's helped me back from so much. And I love him to the depths of my soul, but I've got to let it go. I want to move past it.
Have you done a cord cutting ceremony with him yet?
It took me until 3 years ago to walk away from him and to the best of my ability. And the last time we talked was in July. He apologized to me and he sent me that song Save Me by Jelly Roll and told me that he wished he would have taken my ultimatum, and I knew he meant it. And I thought I was at peace then with walking away. In my mind, I felt like, there
It's
was
not your
gonna
fault.
be another time that we would have
It's
been able
not
to
your
make.
fault. It's not your fault. And there wasn't another time. That was the end. It was supposed to be the end. And you would not have done anything any differently had you known it was the last time. Things needed to play out exactly as they did. And
We,
it's
we
not your fault. You couldn't have done anything about it.
I found a voice recording of his that he sent me once saying that I love you, beautiful, and I'm gonna get 2 teddy bears made with that for his daughters.
Oh, that's beautiful. He says, thank you for doing that.
I read through our messages and like we talked, we wanted to have a baby. Like I was the only person that I would have never thought twice with I wanted to. And I wanted our baby that I lost. And I just hope that like they're together and I'm okay with cutting that bond and moving on.
Just because you cut the tie with him doesn't mean that you cut the tie with your baby. And he does have your baby.
Was it a girl? I think it was a girl. Oh Lord.
He's
Boy.
a little boy. And he's so
So,
proud.
so I would have had 3 boys
All
on
born on the
October
same
3rd.
day.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wow. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. We have 5 minutes left. Do you have questions? Do you have anybody else you want to talk to? You have anything else that you want to get closer with him on?
I genuinely loved him.
He knows. He knows. He wants you to know it wasn't because he was ashamed of you. He didn't hide. He hid you for protection, not out of shame.
I never felt like he loved me back the way that I loved him, even
He
though
said,
I
I
could walk
loved you
away.
to the best of my ability. And I could not love you the way that you loved me because you loved me with a perfect love, with an unconditional love. And I didn't know that kind of love, but you showed me that love. But he loved you with his whole heart, with everything that he could. He loved you. And I think that it is wise for you to do an energetic tie cut. I think you need to do that cord cutting. I think that will help you a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very intense. And I'm going to be real honest with you. You may have to do it more than once.
I
So
know that I will, because this is, I've known that I've been so tied to him since after I first met him. I mean, for 10 years we were apart and I dreamed of him for 10 years of finding him. I never quit looking for him for 10 years. So out of the 18.
he said, don't worry too. You definitely have new love coming to you. You're not going to be alone.
Hope so.
And he said he's going to be 10 times better than I ever was. He said, I was trash to you and you loved me. I was trash to you and you loved me. Oh,
we used to race down the interstate. We had a lot of good times. He came to me in my dream once and he was in his blue Cadillac for when I first met him. And I knew that was him coming to let me know that he was there. It was right after I found out about him.
And he also wants me to clarify to you that doesn't mean you can never speak to him again. Don't think that you cutting that energetic tie is saying that you can't speak to him again. It's not goodbye. It's just you releasing yourself from that energetic connection so that you can move forward in life. That doesn't mean that you can't be friends, that you can't communicate, that you can't continue to receive those messages. It's not goodbye. He wants you to know that. Like he says, I'll always be here for you. I'm always here for you. But I just need you to understand that this is too much and it needs to be broken, because you're not going to move forward. You're not going to move on. You're going to question every relationship and every connection until you do it.
I
And he doesn't
already
want
do.
that
I
for you.
already have.
Yeah. He doesn't
I've
want that for
done
you.
that. I did that with everybody. Nobody compared to him to me.
Yeah. I feel that. I
And
understand.
he got married and had he got married, engaged, and had a baby and all that during all this time. And I still never could walk away.
Yeah. Because there is that genuine love there. There is that genuine connection. There is that soul tie there. He is definitely one of your soulmates. But he's not the be all end all. He's not the end. It's not too late. It's not too far.
Well,
He's
tell him
like,
to
"Man,
hurry up
you
and send
deserve
my
something
new
so
love
much
in.
more." He says,
Well,
"You
tell
deserve
him to
something
hurry up
so
and
much
send him
more."
in.
Hold on, what'd you say?
Tell him to hurry up and send him in, damn it.
He said, "Hurry up and heal, damn it."
I'm trying.
You are. This is proof that you are. This is proof that you are.
I've been trying to build the courage up to do this because I knew that once I do this, and I asked him to come through before this meeting to give me the closure that I needed so that I could move on.
He just kissed you on your forehead. You know that right there, that shows true, genuine love. That's a protector's love. He's watching out for you, sister. But it's time. It's time for you to cut that tie so that you can be free. And it doesn't mean that you're not connected. It doesn't mean that you're not friends, that you can't communicate. Remember that. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I wish I could give you a hug right now.
I wish I could too. I'm glad nobody else can see my snot nose.
I can't see either. I'm just wiping it. All right, love. Well, I'll let you go. I'll see you back in the room. Thank you.
You know, I have to relax this, so I'll be in there in a minute. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you take care of you. See you
Bye.